Hi, it's Miles Red Songbird. We're looking at Mother and Son, Miles Red Birdsong, and her son, Singbird Song. Okay? Head of the Holy Royal family. Okay, I'm going to talk about immigration. The video I recommend is called On Watch, Exposing Mainstream Media Lies about the Illegal Alien Invasion, hosted by Chris Farrell. Okay, you got that? You write that down. The other video is, I just watched it. It's a report, Caravan Migrants Plan Human Stampede. And it's on the Fox News channel. This is excellent. Ann Coulter's debating this Democrat. And I wanted to make a note that Democrats want third world immigrants to come to this country because they vote Democrats. So they're just hustling up Democratic votes. These are the notes I took for this video. So let me read it to you. I'll just keep this on there while I read it to you. It's on the Judicial Watch channel. Tom Fitton is the president. He's Eve's husband. And the report is from Amy Horowitz in Mexico. So I took notes on what he said. He said CNN, MSNBC, New York Times, and Washington Post show pictures of the few women and children in the caravan as though the caravan was filled with women and children. In fact, 90 to 95% of the caravan are men. Now that's what the right means when they label them fake news. They give a false impression on purpose. Okay? And he said, Chris asked him what was he surprised about. And he said he was surprised to see the level of organization they have. He said this thing costs millions for water, food, medical, and the water alone is $800,000. And he said the organizers, our enemies, want to degrade U.S. sovereignty. They want to create a crisis. And he said he saw some of the migrants going from Syria to Europe before. And he was surprised at the high level of organization in this caravan from Mexico. The migrants walked some, but the vast majority of it, the caravan, they had chartered luxury tour buses. Dozens of trucks and buses in a caravan was how they traveled. Okay, this is an organized invasion of heaven. An array of illegal aliens, criminals with a few women and children to act as shields. The Mexican government wants those illegals out of their country. The entire time Horowitz was there in Mexico, he said he saw the Mexican police were escorting the caravan to get them from place to place. They had Mexican police escorts, you see. Okay, so this is a song lyric I wrote a few minutes ago. Why don't you stay in your own backyard? Okay, I'll read it to you, if I may. Why don't you stay in your own backyard? Grown-ass males ought to stay home, learning to work hard. You're waving your flag, your way of bragging. We worked hard at the jobs, at our marriage, and at our parenting. Ask around. We already got millions of poor in every town. Hear the gimme gimme sounds? The Dems bribe the poor to stay poor. That's their chore. Poor, you stay poor. Pay us back with your vote. Dems are who the poor vote for. The poor overwhelm our resources. Crowdfunding sources like a herd of wild horses couldn't change their courses. Now we hear you, a caravan of begging voices, yelling, feed us strangers posing a danger, demanding of us, though we made the bad choices. Lifetime after lifetime, you screwed up. You were corrupt. We've had enough. Oh, I see my screen went black. Okay, I'll just let you see the words. We've had enough of the world expecting us to bite the dust, presuming we're presuming we'll give in 'cause you make a fuss. What the fuck? You made me cuss. Why don't you stay in your own backyard? Grown-ass males ought to stay home and learn to work hard. You're waving your flag, your way of bragging. Your ego arrogance is staggering. We worked hard at the job, at our marriage, and at parenting, making sure we were always contributing and building businesses to make a decent living. If your country's dull, use your hands and skull to liven it up. Do what we did. Read and write some good books. Pray to the Lord you can make your country as good as any other. Then you won't have to crawl around heaven, pushing and shoving, screaming and scheming, 'cause you have no moral grounds to be leaning, weighing us down. Ask around. We've already got millions of poor in every town. Hear the gimme gimme sounds? The Dems bribe the poor to stay poor. That's their chore. Poor, you stay poor. Pay us back with your vote. Dems was the poor vote. Dems who the poor vote for. The poor overwhelm our resources. Crowdfunding sources like a herd of wild horses couldn't change their courses. Cheap phones, cheap food, cheap schools, cheat, break the rules. You caravan want to come here? You want free stuff you're not due? Our energies organize a caravan of feet, trucks, and buses. Our enemies, not energies, our enemies organized the caravan of feet, trucks, and buses, all looking for a free ride, nothing to offer. We speak English, can't discuss us. Frankly, freeloaders discuss us. Our citizens need to be able to trust us. Can't let no caravan bust us. Thank the Lord for the soldiers on our borders. Trump spent to well-train them now. Our soldiers will keep law and order. Caravan, turn around. Go back to your own hometown. We're standing our ground. Letting you in would be a sin. Now and from now on, we win. We're making America great again. We're being our own friend. As nationalists, America's number one on our list to do what's best. We let live here who fits, not with criminal intent. We want law-abiding citizens in our midst. For America, heaven on earth, our bent. Why don't you stay in your own backyard? Mow your own grass. Give your own plants a water blast. If your land is ugly, remove the trash. Plant some flowers patch. Attract beauty back. And don't expect to eat my food. I'm sick and tired of the mooch. Don't expect to wreck my hood. You in fact are quite rude, crude. Hey dude, you're responsible for the babies you have conceived. I don't owe your doctor's fees when your children bleed. Your children are your deed. Dirt under your feet. It's a whole lot of poor in this world. We'd be poor too, but for the capitalist system, with a willingness to work hard, smart wisdom. We've been working hard for lifetimes to earn our advanced state of mind. We'll protect ourselves from lazy thieves and from plain old greed. If you don't like your country, work together and fight to make it better. Have you no loyalty? You want to leave it and come here and settle? Go and come back legally. And bring something we can use to make our crazy half sane. We're determined to make America great again. We're determined to make ourselves and to make America great again. It's Miles Red Songbird in New York City. Talk to you again soon.